Hey guys, it's Drew, and of course Aspen's here too. And I wanted to make a video today about something really personal, but not anything really related to my transition. One of my friends posted an article, which I'll leave the link for, about how schools are stepping in to help combat teen cutting or self-harm. And it really got me thinking about where I was and how I felt when I was in middle school, and so it's actually called the self-harm tag, and I will leave all 30 questions below. I know it's kind of a lot, but some of them are pretty quick answers. So number one, how long have you been self-harming, and discuss why you started? So the first time I cut myself, I was in 6th grade. I'm now 21 years old, so roughly 10 years. I don't really remember any specific reason why I started. It was just kind of I had scissors in my hand and I was upset in the moment, and it just kind of happened. And then number two, what part of your body is most affected by it? My wrists and my thighs, definitely. Number three, what is your motivation to recover? Well, overall, I just want to be a better, healthier person, and that's just not something healthy people do. Number four, do you consider yourself addicted? Why or why not? I don't know. This is kind of a weird thing, because to me, it's I think of addiction, and it's something I can't, like coffee. I'm addicted to coffee. I have to have my coffee every single morning, or I'm not getting up. So that, yeah, I'm addicted. Self-harm? I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not a daily thing, but I guess when I get in certain moods, it's habitual, so maybe it's addicting. I don't really know how to answer that one. Number five, what part of self-harm do you dislike the most? I really hate the sight of blood, so that sucks a lot, so I don't really even know why I've ever done it. Yeah. What about it do you enjoy? This is a really hard thing to answer, because unless you're in the situation, you just don't understand, and it sounds like nonsense to someone outside of your situation. And even me right now, just thinking about how and why I've justified it in the past when it's happening or right after makes no sense. So, I was feeling so overwhelmed with emotions that I didn't think I could feel anything, so I hurt myself. That's a really common answer. That's definitely something I've thought before, and it makes no sense, honestly, because physical pain and emotional pain are two different things, so you're not connecting anything at that point. I don't know if that makes sense. Moving on. 10 activities that help you calm down. Holy crap, 10's a lot. Reading a book, listening to music, breathing, I know it's crazy, going for a walk, just, being held by my partner, thinking of one thing that I'm grateful for, focusing on something else. That sounds weird, but it works. Playing with my kitty, thinking about the future, and just overall thinking about how others around me would be affected. Okay. What's the most supportive thing anyone has said to you about self-harm? My partner told me something along the lines of, you are not as weak as your scars, or your scars don't define you, or something along those lines. And number 9, have you ever taken pictures of your wounds, and why? Yeah, I have, because my partner and I have only been living together since January, and I had self-harmed before then when we were living apart, and I didn't know how to tell her, and so I would just send her a picture. How do I feel about my scars? I don't really know. I have days that I'm really proud of them because they're scars and they're healed, and so am I. I mean, I'm not healed, but I'm on my path to being healed. And that's a really important and empowering thing to feel and think. But other days it's really detrimental, and God, I have all these scars, and I don't want to get tan because if I get tan, which I don't, then my scars will be more visible, and just like things like that. So I don't know. I go back and forth. Strangest place you've ever injured yourself? School, park, etc. I don't think I've ever done it anywhere weird, like just the shower or my room. Where do you keep your tools? Shower, bedroom. Currently my partner has hidden all razors and pretty much anything that I could use besides like kitchen knives. Those are all still out because I don't really turn to those. What is the biggest realization about self-harm you've had? Man, I think that self-harming doesn't make me weak, but it's not a good thing. Like, because I've self-harmed, I'm stronger than I was. But it's not a good thing because it's a very unhealthy coping habit or mechanism or whatever you want to call it. So it's I don't know, this like epiphany of what I'm doing might feel good in the moment, but the long-term effects really suck. I guess that would be the biggest thing. Is there anyone you consider to be an inspiration in your recovery? Absolutely. When I was in 8th grade, I told one of my teachers that I had no purpose and my actual words were, no one would care if I went and died in a black hole. Being a public school teacher, she clearly had to report it and contacted my mom. If she hadn't contacted my mom, I don't know that I would still be here. And I mean, I had relapses after that, I still self-harmed after that, but she's really, really given me direction and a sense of purpose and shown me that even when I feel like nobody is listening, she cares, or someone cares, but particularly her. And she's still in my life to this day, and she's just a really amazing person. And yeah, she's definitely inspired me to get better and to try really hard to better myself. Okay, number 15. Do you visit any websites about self-harm, and if so, what are they? Not really, not particularly. 16. What advice would you give to someone about self-harm? Just like, don't do it. 17. Do you know anyone else who injures themselves? Yes, I do. 18. Write a letter to the future recovered you. Way to go, and I am so proud of who you're becoming. You are doing amazing things. List 5 reasons that recovery is worth it. My siblings, me, and my health. That's all one. I don't know, my health kind of encompasses everything. It's not that I don't have a lot to live for. What is the most vivid memory you have of self-harm? Definitely the first time I cut myself. I'm not going to go into detail. Have you tried to stop in the past, and what are you doing differently this time? Yes, absolutely. I've tried multiple times to stop, but it's never been because I wanted to. It's always been because somebody else wants me to, or I'm afraid I'm going to get caught, and I don't know what to say to my parents, and just like overwhelming feelings like that. And this go around, I decided I wanted to stop. Like, where do you feel the most calm? Definitely sitting on the beach in my partner's arms. What is your favorite inspirational quote? Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is truer than you. What are some of your main triggers and why? Obviously seeing other people self-harm, scars or fresh wounds is a huge trigger just because it like makes me think about it, and then I'm like, well, they did it, so why can't I? And I get kind of illogical, I guess is the word, and yeah, I don't know. So there's that. Or if I start feeling the same feelings I had in middle school, so suicidal, definitely. Number 25, do you know any statistics about self-harm? I do. About About 2 million people in the US alone self-harm. What is something that makes you the most happy? My brother and sister. They inspire me to be a better person every single day. I see their pictures up on my wall and I'm just reminded why I do all the things I do every day. Discuss any and all progress you've made. I don't remember the last time I self-harmed. So yeah, I haven't self-harmed in a long time, and I'm doing a lot better at communicating with my partner when I'm feeling that way. And I'm being a lot more vocal about that, and I don't feel guilty for that, so that's like a crazy flip. Yeah. What short-term goals do you have? Short-term, I just, day by day, I want to be one step away from self-harming again rather than a step closer. Do you follow any self-harm blogs? No. And then it says post your favorite picture of yourself and write a positive message to look back on. So obviously I just did a video, so I'm not gonna post a picture. And the positive message to look back on is just, you've come this far, and even if it's day 1 of recovery or day 100 of recovery or 10,000 or whatever of recovery, you've come a really long way. If you've asked for help, I'm so, so, so proud of you. And I know I've asked for help, and so I'm proud of myself for that. And yeah, so that was the self-harm tag, and I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I've really never been open about self-harm or that I've ever done it. I don't even really know that any of my family knows I've ever done it. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about posting this video, but I think I need to do it so that people can hear my story, because my story is important, just like yours. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys, and bye. I almost forgot to point out that I'm wearing this awesome new shirt that says "Gender Roles Are Dead" from Flaunt Streetwear. Yeah, everybody go to flaunt.com.